Okay everybody, welcome back to RC Taildraggin. We have the remains of the Evolution, the Conscendo Evolution 1.5 up here on the kitchen table. I'm going to tear this down a little bit, get some of these wires out of the way, and get this thing prepared for fixing. So let's go ahead and get started on this. And by the way, the prop, there was no damage to the prop in the crash. No damage to the shaft. It still looks nice and round. It wasn't bent. So I'm going to secure this back here and we'll get going. All right, we have everything out of the way here, so now let's give this a quick test fit. As you can see, there's kind of a bend in this piece here. We'll have to straighten that out. There's a small crack right down in here. We'll have to pull that in. There's the receiver uncovered. It's an AR637TA. It's actually a very nice receiver. I didn't realize they had one of those in here. Anyway, I took that cover off so I can get to this piece. Now I think we can line these pieces up. Okay, there it is, basically stuck back to where it goes. You can see there's no pieces missing. Maybe one little piece there. But we haven't gotten this thing all the way tightened up. There we go. That piece has to be pulled in. Okay, I'm going to be using this Uhu pour here. It's really all I had. It's worked for me in the past. I've never done anything major like this with it, but we'll see. It's a polystyrene glue for styrofoam. We'll see if it works. I don't know if that's going to show up right in focus. So we'll put some on the joints, we'll let it set for a minute, and then we'll squeeze it together. And I've got some strips of tape here ready to go. I'm going to get a paper towel to put down. Just like that, we have a paper towel. Put a little on that side and a little here. Now that it's squished together, a little bit of that extra glue out of the way. I like this glue because it gives you plenty of time to work. Looks like it's lined up right. I'll put a little more tape on here and then I'm going to leave this alone for a while. I want to make sure I got plenty of glue down on these carbon rods here. All right, I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. So now I'm going to let this dry for a bit, and then maybe dinner time I'll pull the tape off and see what else I need to do here to make this a little stronger. I was going to use some wooden toothpicks, as my buddy Gareth mentioned to me. He's got a great YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link if you like drone footage. His is the absolute best. It's just, there's nothing out there that beats it right now. He's in Northern Ireland. Or Gareth, thank you for the tip on that. But I think in this case, those 2 carbon rods was probably enough. I don't want to go digging into this foam too much, but that was a great tip. I will use that later, I'm sure. Okay, while we have that fuselage setting aside, drying up here, I went to look at the canopy. Canopy's not too bad. The rear catch is still good. Got a little mushed up front though, so I need to get some of the oohoo down in here and pull this back up a bit. Get a little fresh paint put on there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that up now, and I'll get right back to you. Looks like I got that crack closed up as much as I'm gonna. Looks good. Gonna let that set and dry for a while now. And I'll be right back when we start up again. Okay, and we are back. Got the tape pulled off. It's looking pretty good. It's been about 5 hours. I got this bottom piece glued back on and the receiver hatch screwed back on. Now, the only thing is we suffered some serious compression damage on this side because, as you can see, the hatch doesn't really fit on well perfectly on that side. No big deal. It's latched on good, both ends, but, you know, maybe a little rubber band here if I needed it. I don't know, we'll see. If there's compression on this side, that means there's probably a little bit more right thrust than we had when we started flying this plane, but I can trim that with some rudder trim, hopefully. So yeah, that's what we got so far. I'm gonna drop some paint on that hatch, and I'm thinking about, since we lost part of our trim on the other side, I'm thinking about pulling this all the way off down to here, and then maybe adding some paint, hit a rattle can up here, maybe some red, back like this, forward, and we'll leave the rest white, maybe do the rudder and elevator. So that's where we're at so far. Now I got to get the ESC plugged back into the motor and get it back down into where it's supposed to rest. And then we'll move on from there. All right, that's about it. Fuselage is all finished. Got some fresh paint on there, changed up the color scheme a bit, pulled off all those decals on the side. I'm probably going to end up pulling these off too because they are so cheap. They're just barely on there. They'll be flapping in the wind before I know it. So, yeah, I already took the bottom off. Probably take the top off, but we'll see. The wings, there was no damage to the wings in the crash, so no point in really showing you that. I am going to be pulling a lot of the decals off the wings and add some color, but I'll show you that when we're out flying again, what we did with it. But for now, I think that's about it. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. And hopefully, soon we'll have some more video in the air of this. So, all right. Y'all take care.